Hi friends, Shanita here. I'm on with an outgoing swap for Lisa's second annual favorite things swap. Um, so I gotta get this packaged up, and when I'm at the end, I'm running out of steam and trying to get everything together. And the issue that I had was I have many favorites, but one thing that's constant is my favorite collection of all times next to Paige Evans Bloom Street, which comes in a very close second because it's almost my first favorite, but it's non existent. And every now and then I can find Dear Lizzie, She's Magic. And if you know, Dear Lizzie no longer hasn't been a designer for quite a while now. So I cherish this collection and I just love it. It's really girly. It's got some of my favorite things like florals are always my thing. Postage stamps, tickets. Though this is a team theme, I kind of draw it to coffee at times as well. There's books and hollow, and this is my favorite page. As you can, I did not use it in this swap, but it's got stationery, books, and coffee mugs, and that's a obsession for me. And yeah, so and then I love the use of navy blue. This is probably one of my favorite cutter parts right here. The kitty cat with the glasses. I cannot. Um, Nostalgia. There's just so many. The book pages, everything. So anyway, I could go into all the reasons why I love it, but I will show you one of my favorite. I think I used it. Um, this is the project pad, but I've got a few. But anyway, so this is what I made. So, first things first, my favorite dies are the KS Craft Library Pocket um, Shaker. And Lisa wanted these fully embellished. However, I left these blank because I like to use these as journaling cards in albums and on layouts so my swap partner can do what they will. So I made these into shakers and I created little dangles with books on them on each one. And I just love it so much. And just use some stickers and chipboard from the collection. And yeah, this is by far my favorite paper in the collection with the hollow around the flowers. I just love it. And that navy blue is perfection. So that's one of my favorite dies. We had to use four. Another favorite die of mine is the book stack from KS Craft. Do you see the theme? So I feel like my favorite dies are more so layering dies or additional dies, if that makes sense. Something that you add to something. So, and I'll show you because I use a lot of them here. Um, because I love die cutting. That's one of my favorite things to do and make little flowers because I literally keep my punch next to me and a little piece of paper. I'm gonna punch these later from that. And yeah, so where you see like trash, I see potential. So like this right here, I cut out. So literally this piece of paper would, this is prime real estate for me to cut and punch. So my favorite things add to stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling, but if that makes sense. So anyway, I use this, I think it's from KS Craft as well. Um, Bookmark die. And then added it to like acetate made a shaker, and I'll show you the shaker mix because it's in another one. And I just made this for the packaging for the stack books. I used the puffy stickers, some more of the flowers I made, and just the hollow accents of the papers from the collection. So I really like how those turned out. My other favorite die is in here. Is a bag topper that I got from the Midodo store on AliExpress. And it creates these ruffle like bag topper. And I use a lot of the stickers. The bow comes with the bag topper and it comes with this piece right here that I layered on foam. So I used some of my favorite pieces from the collection, as well as the chipboard and these bling rhinestones. You'll see those a lot because those are like my finishers on most of my projects. So I've got a lot of those there. So I put that inside of my favorite thing to make, like my crafter's choice. And I'll show you that more in detail in a second. So that's my 1, 2, 3. This is what I was doing the whole swap. Favorite die, to try to keep myself organized. And then fourth and last favorite die is a Sizzix rosette die. And it makes 3 sizes. And I think I probably got it from Tuesday Morning years ago. Probably 2019, honestly. And it makes 3 sizes, so small, medium, and large. So this is the smallest of it. I think I've shared this before. Actually, I have one right here. So this is what it looks like. So this is the base that's under all of these layers of all of the things from the collection. So I've got these two are in the pink that match the collection. And this is what I was talking about, like my favorite dies are like layering dies. But because Lisa wanted these fully embellished, I had an idea to do like my favorite die cuts because I love sending die cuts to my swap partners because a lot of stuff you can't find anymore and I've had it for a long time. So this is one of them. I actually recently just ordered another one and have to do a haul, so you might see the haul before this video or not. Not sure when it's going to come up. So anyway, another favorite die of mine is a doily die. I love it. So I use the doily die. I use a lot of enamel dots. Again, some of my favorite things. I'm sorry, the camera keeps focusing because it wants to focus on everything on the desk. I love, love, love the birds in this collection. So the flowers, my favorite flowers in there, and I just layered up the tickets in this collection. I have so many tickets. So those two. Here are the other two. Same, just use these ones. I use the chipboard frames that come with the collection. More enamel dots, more of those birds. They're so cute. And then that's all for my favorite dies. Crafter's Choice, no surprise, is the 3D book box from KS Craft, and I used the frame to create a shaker. And this is the shaker mix that I use for this. And I use that heart layering die again. This is a Scrap Diva bow. Just use a sticker and I layered it with that navy blue. I love the pops of navy blue. Again, another favorite die of mine are these flowers, and that's my other's Crafter's Choice, but here's how I decorate it. It's one of my favorite papers too. Use this brad here and just layered it with some of the some of the things in the collection. Okay, so other Crafter's Choice that I like to make are those flowers again. This flower I got on Temu, and I love making it, and they are a labor of love because the center is a rolled flower, and then it's 3 other pieces that go to it. So just sit down, cut your scraps, and this is what you get. So I use the bouquet die from KS Craft, another one of my favorite doilies. More enamel dots and everything like that. So that's my Crafter's Choice. And then let me make sure. My other Crafter's Choice is I love making things for craft rooms for my swap partners. So I love altering things. So this was inspired by a frame that I got from my friend Natalie, who's in decor. She created one for me, and it's in my craft room on display. I love it so much, and I recreated my own for my swap partner so they can have for their craft room as well. So I used a lot of the ephemera and things from the collection, and this frame came from Dollar Tree and it's hollow, so it goes very well with the collection. A lot of the tickets, again, this is filled with tickets. This little blue cat, I can't even stand it. And yeah, so I don't know if you can see, like, oh, and then one of my rosettes are under there peeking out. So, but it's so cute and I love the way it turned out. So I hope my swap partner likes it. And then my favorite tool is, again, because I just mentioned I like die cutting, so I'm going to gift a magic mat, which I think goes really well with this. And two things that are always use, or so two of my favorite things that I always use are sequins. So I created a sequin mix and gave a healthy amount of basically of what I had left from working on this project. Just added a little clip. There's a lot of hearts in this collection too, and this is a look at the sequins mix. Those flowers, and they could probably use this for spring if, you know, mine is the navy blue, but this could be a good base, you know, so. And then, as you can see the theme, I love bling stickers, gemstones, enamel dots. They're some of my favorite things to add as finishers to my projects. So, we were also to include a sweet treat. I didn't really think this through for people with allergies and for somebody who has a food allergy. Just hopefully maybe there's somebody in their home that if they can't have peanuts that they can. But my favorite sweet and salty treat is always going to be a trail mix, always. So these are Imperial nuts. You can actually get these at Dollar Tree, so this is a good snack. I keep them in my drawer at work. So yeah. I'm going to put this in a pink lunch tote bag because the black is just throwing off the aesthetic. Honorable mention, I'm not going to untie this, but I have a scraper and a tweezer with beads on the end. Because when a fresh magic mat, you're going to need these items to scrape up everything. So that is my favorite thing, Swap. Thank you for being here. Let me know down below what your favorite collection is, and I'll see your favorite collection is, excuse me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.